So please share with us who we got here and who we're, the group anyway. It don't have to be everybody. I know it's the Indigenous Research
Program.
Project.
Yeah.
Program.
Yes. From the Alaska Native Health Consortium. But we have everyone here is representing a different entity. We have some institutional review board. We have researchers. We have students.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go ahead. Some of you already know our dance group. This is only a third of it who are able to attend. We normally practice every Monday, which was a couple days ago, of course. But everybody either works or was unable to make it under what we would be referring to as, I think it was a short notice on my part. All the same, we're the Kingikmiut Singers and Dancers of Anchorage. We all reside here in Anchorage, but Kingikmiut is the community of Kingik, which is the native village of Wells, Alaska, which is 200 miles west of Nome. So how many of you are familiar with where Nome is? Okay, some of you who are not familiar with our state, some people use the hand. The tip of the nose is where the community is. It's the westernmost community on the North American continent. And the songs were not sung for over 50 years. They were dormant in the memory of many youth who were then now became elders. And my mother, Sophie Lagana, she and I and another member of our dance group decided to just go to Nome and then to Wales and to see how many elders remembered the songs. And there were quite a few that did. But we'll share with you just a few of them. We always start up with a welcome dance to warm up our voices. I know that Amber and her sister were born in Wales? No. Their families are...
Anchorage. Well, she grew up in Wales, but I only grew up there until I turned 6.
Okay.
And then we moved to Nome.
These two were born in... You were born in Wales? Willie?
No.
No? Mom was born in Wales, and of course I was born in Anchorage. That's all good. No. Okay. So, Ayahahaha was the very first welcome dance we learned, and it was the very first song we sung for the graduating preschool kindergartners who were all dressed up in ties and suits and looking really, well, yeah, anyways. Ayahahaha is just a way to get started, and anybody who recognizes it's always welcome to try it. We'll end with this particular song too, and the motions are really simple. You'll see the ladies are very graceful. It's reminiscent of a seal call or a bearded seal. And it's kind of more of an applause for the dance rather than clapping. I don't know where they got it. Someone said it was a way to announce that you were single. I don't know if that's true. This next one is a bench dance, but of course I think my mother is going to stand. It's a story or body language story poetically describing fishing for flounders through the ice at Wells. But I still try to look at the motions to see how they might conform to that kind of a activity. But all the same, we learned It's the title, and we've been singing it since we learned it in '91. Oh, but really I'm not. Okay, this is the, all I know is this one's about kayaking, and some people almost say it looks like a bunny rabbit song. But
Not that one.
not that one? Okay, that one. Put the rock.
From Siberia.
From Siberia. We know the motions, we just don't know the meaning. I'll let the ladies rest a little bit and do the kakazara, which is, well, it's a form of the raven dance. We used to have a mask with this one, but I don't know what happened to it. It must have got lost in the transportation or something. You ready? Hey, ready to do the bunny rabbit kayaking one?
Okay.
Okay, I remember. This one's called Uncle Sam or Sunshine. Wait, Sunshine, right? Oscar Mayer? Oscar Mayer. Named after the composer.
From Little Diamond.
From Little Diamond, yeah. Guess he was married to one of the ladies from Wales. So that gave my mother a breather, so she's going to dance what's referred to as the smiling song called Dipsizugli. It's about two girls who were watching the ladies and giggling and wanting to dance like them someday. Anyway, they learned how to pomesel at the end. So if you know how to pomesel, you can do that too. We know about, at least now, when we first started, we maybe knew about 3 or 6 songs in the beginning, and as the years progressed, we learned more songs, of course. And our first performance at AFN, the Alaska Federation of Natives, they had the first statewide, I guess, televised event for all the dance groups coming to Hoyan, Alaska. And we were fortunate enough to be invited, and the folks in Wales heard us heard the name Kingikmiut Singers and Dancers, they got all excited and they said, whoop, 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 and they were in front of the TV up in Wales. And when we got on, we were really strong and just feeling really proud, right? And then we started singing real song, really shy. But over the years, we've progressed, and it's been really fun. Sometimes it's been a real challenge because when you don't grow up with these songs and you're kind of you're colonized in such a way that you've never heard them before, and then all of a sudden you're supposed to know, it becomes really kind of intimidating. And we went through some growing pains, and we found some very embarrassing moments, but those were the most wonderful times because we would go out there and make mistakes, and we'd feel real bad and feel really ashamed, and I'm never gonna go back out there again, never, never. One time my aunt, I kept on singing one phrase, and then she grabbed me by the arm, and there's like 2,000 people watching. She said, "Not like that." I kept singing. Okay, so I guess what I want to do now is pause for a public service announcement. Many of you know what this means. There was a prevention program manager, and she was talking to the Office of Boating Safety for the state of Alaska. And they were talking about the Kids Don't Float campaign, and they were saying, you know, we've got lots of strategies for helping get the word out that people need to know the importance of wearing life jackets. And what can we do that haven't been done? We did the print media pamphlets. We did the radio announcements, PSAs, and we've also done the TV commercials. So what can we do? They said, the only thing we maybe haven't done yet is try to integrate it into the culture of the Alaskan Native people. But let's see, I do know somebody who is with a dance group, and I can ask that question. She asked me, of course. And I went to the elders here, and they said, well, if we can have songs and dances for the first whale or polar bear or seal, tanning or whatever, why not a song for wearing life jackets? So we have a whole story on YouTube if you want to look it up. It's called the Float Coat Dance, and all we want to do is share it with you and give it to you. Once you are able to learn this song, it's yours. Really, it is. When we rolled it out the first time at Wales at the dance festival, there was a kind of a lukewarm reception. Oh, good, you started to do something. That's good. And the second year we did it, the kids came out and they started dancing it. And of all the kids that were out there, the gym just erupted. And we knew then we had a real good song. Then it went to the National, Coast Guard Association conference in Florida, 500 people. I was watching from the back on what is it? Not Zoom, it was an earlier version of Zoom. Anyway, I was watching from the back, and all 500 were learning to do that. And I was like, whoa. So the song is real simple. It's Uvila, the way that kids don't float or don't swim. And you're just ordering the motions I'm going to show you now, and some of you already know them. You can do it sitting down. And that's the motion for just oaring the boat. Now, when you find yourself without a life jacket, you're going to make the motion of making bubbles, and you don't want that to happen, but the bubbles are obviously going to go up above you. So the next motion is treading water. And of course, if you sink, you're going to make bubbles. So reach down, pick up a floating object to give to somebody you care about, including yourself. And the motion can be as easy as float like this or float like this. The object is to float. Do we have any volunteers who already know this song? Oh, yeah, we got one. And anybody else who wants to join in can stand in line right here and Malik, follow her. The first one out here gets a Amazon gift certificate. No, I can't. No, I'm serious. No, I can't. Well, I'll show you that example, and then you'll have those ladies up there are having fun. They're doing it. Here we go. Here we go. You be like, trivia, the state of Alaska invited our dance group to accompany them to Thailand for the International Film Festival, but none of us could go. This was right about the time COVID happened, and one of the state administrators was able to attend it, and out of 4,000 of these films submitted, this particular video that you'll find on YouTube took 4th place. We got a little teacup. It was great. It really was. All that said, you know what would be really nice is if we had a whole line of you just right here doing that and had a film of the whole thing. How would that look for a commemorative event? Any takers? I invite you to come up. There's a line right here. Where's the camera person at? Make sure you get a nice good. Okay, yeah.
Oh, not me first.
So,
No way.
all the way down. Nice long line. Give yourselves elbow room. Elbow room.
Yeah, I get space.
Elbow room. So the oaring motions always start on the right side, and there's 2 oaring motions per side. Okay, so it's a vila up the wheel. Now here we go. The first song is just practice, and then we dance. Uvela, Punta Vela, Uvela, Punta Vela, nose. Jump, 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 jump. Treadwater, Uvela, Punta Vela, Uvela. Oh, let's dance. Oh, vela, ta vela, yo vela, ta vela. Oh, shop, 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 shop. Oh, vela, ta vela, yo vela, ta vela. Oh, shop, 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 shop. Oh, reach down. Oh, looks up. Oh, float. All right, that was great. Now, for those of you who dance, I'll let you know this is your song now. It's yours. It's yours. We gifted it to you. You were courageous. Go ahead, give yourselves a hand. If you were courageous enough to dance it, it's yours. Thank you for your participation on that. Was there any other song that you wanted us to sing?
Whatever you can remember.
Oh yeah. Our dance group leader is not with us, and so I have to play second fiddle. And I'm still, believe it or not, I'm still learning how to start some of these songs. I'm able to remember them. I do remember a song called. All I know is I'm going to start it, and if the ladies dance it, then we'll figure out what it is. That one is a Daimid song saying goodbye to the village of Teller, because the village of Teller and the village of Daimid have real close family ties to one another. So I think there was a group visiting Teller, and then they had to leave before the winter or something to take their boat out to Diomede because there's no, you can only go by helicopter to Diomede, and there's no landing strip. And as many of you know, it's 1 mile away from Big Diomede, which is Russia, and in between that little channel there is the date line. So yeah, it was an interesting song. Goodbye to Teller. This last one, I'm just going to take it easy on these band members and your time. But this one particular song is in honor of the last chief of the native village of Wales, Utana. He always was somewhat of a rebel about the idea of subsiding these songs that they were supposedly hushed about and not supposed to sing because they were sinful, I guess. So he said he's going to Kotzebue, and so the drummers got together, the ladies got together in the kashgi. They sat around the rim inside the big hut. Ladies braided their hair to make themselves presentable to say goodbye to the chief. At any rate, there was a big festival and celebration and all that. And 2 weeks passed. He said it again, and they did it one more time. Thing is, he never left. So his teasing cousins, Wilcock and Tudok, they composed a song to tease him about him sugluing, which is fibbing about going to Kotzebue, only to make it an excuse, I guess, to dance. Good bell. This is where the applause really begins to show, because we all know action speaks louder than words in our cultures. We're going to sing for you the invitational. So if the spirit moves you, of all things, feel free to just let it happen, because the ladies will be graceful. Us guys will just sometimes stomp our foot because we've got muscles. Anyway. This is Ayahaha, the very first one. Hey, yo, yo, yo. Pretty much concludes our performance, but we'd like to pause for any questions if you have any. Yes.
How many songs do you know now?
About 40.
Are you teaching your youth, like the little?
Yeah, we have about 8 youth that run around during practice, but they know the float coat song for sure.
And they're only one language?
Inupiat, yeah. That's one dialect from the native village of Wales is Kingik. And there's actually a language group that's going to be meeting up in Nome for the weekend, to a revival of the language before the living libraries, the elders are gone. Okay.
Are you creating new songs?
Yep, we're creating new songs.
We're in Dance Festival September.
Yeah, we're going to go to it. Now, the native village of Wales started holding a dance festival after they saw us at AFN, because we were real shy. Anyway, in 2000, they held their first festival, and it kept on going until COVID. And so we're going to go back to our very first dance festival since 2019. So it's going to be nice because there were children in 2000 who were just crawling on the floor by 2019 who were dancing now, and it was like really, really nice to see, because during that last invitational song that we sung, there were Point Hope, there was Little Diomede, there was Gamble, there was Breivik Mission, and what was the other one? Besides ourselves, and then the native village of Wales had its own group. So kids would do the same sort of format, welcome song, anybody can dance, end of the whole thing, anybody can dance, but in between there'd be different songs and dances. We did receive one particular song back from Point Hope called Where Do We Go From Here, but I have a little difficulty starting that one. I'm still needing assistance on it. All the same, it's about how there was two clans in the native village that were having difficulty and strife. We know how that might be between family members. And so they came up with this song about how do we go this way in a positive way from here? How do we let bygones be bygones? And we like performing that one when we have dancers, of course. But we are creating new songs, and we do have children. Thank you. Yes.
What are you doing to preserve this music? Do you have a lot of youth that are joining the dance group and drumming?
Mm-hmm. They're just not here, obviously for now, but we do have kids joining us. We have a couple youth that sit with us during practice, and we're going to be attending the World Eskimo Olympics up in Fairbanks in July. And we just recently performed at the Alaska Pacific University graduation. And of course we sang all the songs you obviously already heard, including the float coat. They were doing it in the audience. Hey. But we have fun. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Go ahead.